Hi, this is Brian McHenry Software. Doing a quick demonstration of some new features we have for quickly looking at things. You've probably heard the sequential inputs we have now where you can, from a spreadsheet, copy paste the EDR data and then plot it up. Basically go to the charts and you can plot up how your simulation compares with the EDR data. But one other new thing we have is first, after you run this, you go up here and you go to View Output Files, go to Run Summary, and down on the bottom is the delta V, and it tells you when impact 5.15 to 5.287. Another way you can do that is you can go down here to collision information, and that tells you that the impact time was 5.15, and the time of delta V is 5.25, and the time of separation is 5.287. Now, the only reason you do that is you want to keep track of those times, because then we're going to run the smacthp, which now we've made it a simple one-step item. You go to Classic Medit, down here to Quick Run Smack Edit, and you set the start time. And we looked up and we put it a little before that 5.15. Stop time 5.3, which is a little after. And let's put an accelerator at the driver location, and then leave these 0 so delta V is calculated automatically. And we just say run it. And now it gives you a summary, which tells you what the delta V, etc. is. And here's a definition of all the variables that you're going to be able to chart. And I'll show you that in a second. But let's go ahead and do it for vehicle 2, too. And we hit 2. We say run smacthp. And it also gives you all the delta V, what the maximum acceleration, etc. is. Now we go to charts. And again, we're back here where we had the speeds, comparison of speeds, and we can do the comparison of the steer and the deceleration. But now we go up here in the top, we can click THP, and you can create charts for that. Now you notice I've created 3 of these, THP V1, and we go to acceleration, and you see there's for vehicle 1, and we can then click on vehicle 2. There's the acceleration. You can do a direct comparison, the acceleration each of them saw. And then delta V, you can see the one saw around 15. We get at the CG and also at the driver's location. That's why there's 2 lines. And then we go back to vehicle 1. You see vehicle 1 had a little more. Vehicle 2, 15. Vehicle 1 around 20. Vehicle 2, 15. Vehicle 1 around 20. Then we can also look at the force direction. What was the direction of force of that acceleration vectors? There's vehicle 1 versus vehicle 2. See that vehicle 2 is at about -10. Vehicle 1 is at around +10. So it's just a quick, easy way to look at how are the force, deflections, etc. comparing. But how we set these up is, you see I have them happen to be here, and I can go to select chart, and let's just create a new one. We'll call this smack THP. I normally put that in front so you know that it's looking at the CSV file from the smack THP. And then we can call this, let's just go to say acceleration. Acceleration in the X direction. Now we go acceleration vehicle 2, acceleration X vehicle 1, or in position 1. Say OK. And then if we just see that's saved, and then we can click on this and it'll show the same thing for the other vehicle. It's just been a quick demonstration of some of the new features we have. Now the ability to run, the main benefit is normally you run your simulation in 0.03 seconds. I'm using my slider bar here. And you don't want to have to rerun it, and you don't, because every time you run a simulation now, a output file at 1 millisecond is created, and you just simply go down here and say run smacthp. And the only reason I set the start and end time to close to the impact is so then when we do the chart, we run smacthp. When we do the charts, then it shows the detail at milliseconds instead of at the 30 milliseconds, which is normal for 33 milliseconds for real time. That's about it for now. We'll have more soon. Thank you very much for watching.